Hey. What's up? Oh goodness. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's good to see you all. Y'all trip me out, I swear. Oh, okay. Somebody got a test coming up in 3 weeks. Okay. All right. All right. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? This Sunday night? Let folks come on in the room. Come on in the room. Sadie, hey, hey, I know you. What's up? What's going Lantra, hey, what's going on, y'all? How's it going? How is the semester going? I know we're good into the semester now. I got a test tomorrow at 10 o'clock and I'm terrified. Oh my gosh. Don't be terrified. That's another word we can't say here. So this is a no fear zone. I'm scared. I'm afraid. Terrified. You got to go out the room and come back in. We just say I'm unsure. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little shaky. What can we do to fix this? So what do y'all want to study tonight? I got some problems that I've already chosen, but you know how that goes. Okay, I'm nervous. I'll take nervous. I would take nervous. Yes, we can take nervousness. Alrighty, so I think everybody here who's here already knows me. I'm Nurse C, a blessed RN. Y'all, my voice is sounding so much. My boobs all out. My voice is sounding so much better. Like I said last week, I was sounding horrible, but I felt good. So it's coming back this way. So yay for that. I hope everybody else is doing good tonight. Let me know what program you're in: RN, LPN, BSN, Associates, Accelerated BSN, Bridge. What y'all got going on, and how are we solving these problems tonight? Dimensional analysis, ratio and proportion, desired. Let me stop. If you like desire, then and it works for you, good. RN, and DA. Okay. Formula. Bell. I'm gonna make you a believer. I'm gonna make you a believer because, baby, don't you know they don't even have formulas to solve everything, but you can solve everything with dimensional analysis. I'm telling you from like experience because yeah, I didn't like dimensional analysis when I was in school. I like to kind of be transparent about my nursing journey, about my falls, my way, um my path. So when I was in school, like I did the long way because I like math and I was good at math and I was a pharmacy technician. So I did ratio proportion a lot where you had to change the weight, convert it, then multiply it out, then set up the problem and all that. But with dimensional analysis, if you're not good at memorizing formulas, um, if you're not good at looking at a problem and trying to determine like how many steps that you have to take first and then, go back, dimensional analysis is going to be your very best friend and you can solve everything. But I will do it another way. I will do it. LPN. All right. Y'all know I started off as LPN too. JoJo. JoJo. That's what's up. Yes. I'm glad you said something about the replays. All right. So, yeah, we are live on TikTok and on YouTube. And of course, the replays will be on YouTube. After the session is over with, I also have other problems broken down on playlists by dimensional analysis, desired over half, and ratio and proportion. Now, I did say that the ratio and the desired list were a little skimpy compared to dimensional because I like dimensional, but also because I couldn't make any more videos when I did the playlist because I was sick and my voice sounded horrible. I didn't want to get on YouTube sounding like a man and then this pops up. You're like, that sound like a man. Okay, but anywho, congratulations again, baby. Great, 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 great. I love hearing it. I love hearing the success stories. I'm so glad that you all are getting dosage calc. It doesn't have to be hard. Don't let this be the hard part of nursing school. There are so many other concepts to grasp and understand, medicines to learn, body systems, body functions to learn. Don't let this be the biggest thing, because I promise you it is not. But I'll help you get over this part, okay? All right. So if y'all would do me a favor, those who are here right now, would you please like and share the live, so that other nursing students can know that we are here and we are studying. I have everything else down to the T. Okay, Miss Mercedes. All righty. She said, I get everything else. I sound so much better. Thank you. I feel better. I'm moving good. I got my energy. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. Let's study. Let's do it. I felt like I had some bass in my voice, so I was going around the house just sounding like a man. I don't know. Y'all know I ain't got no sense. I'm going to be serious one day, but it doesn't look like the next couple of days is going to be it. All righty. All righty. Come on, iPad. Thank you. So, I figure, do we really need metric conversions tonight? Can we just jump into it? Let's just jump into it. Let's jump, okay? All right. So calculate the infusion rate of an IV with a total of 100 mLs left in the bag, running at 25 milliliters an hour. What is the infusion time? Answer in hours and minutes. All right, you guys. So so there's not a formula for this. Maybe you could set up with ratio for that person who was asking about formula. So I'm gonna do it with dimensional analysis, because I really don't know if there is a formula for this one. You could definitely solve it with a ratio, but I don't know of a formula. All right. Anywho, so when we look at this problem, we need to figure out what it is that it's asking us. We are only going to answer what it is asking, nothing less and nothing more. I can do dimensional. Okay. All right, good. So it is asking us to find time. So we want the answers in hours and minutes. So we're going to be looking for hours, right? So when you get like an answer and it has like 3 point something, the whole part of it is your hours, and everything behind the decimal is going to be the minutes. Okay, so we are looking for hours. So it says that we have 180 milliliters left in the bag that's running at 25 milliliters per hour. All right, so look, I write my elements to the side. I'll call them relationships. I don't know about you, but I like to relate stuff to kind of like real life to help me through school or just in general. All right, so these folks right here are married. 25 milliliters per hour. When you see that per, that means over. If you see in, that means over. So 25 milliliters per hour, that stays together. They are married. They're in a relationship. 180 is single, okay? So that doesn't belong to anybody else but itself, okay? So if we're looking for hours, we're going to start with hours. And of course, we know that we can flip-flop anything that we need to fit our puzzle, because right now we're not even doing math. Don't think about it as math, okay? We're solving a puzzle. So if I'm looking for my hours, I'm going to put my hours on top. So hour over 25 milliliters. Now that I have milliliters on the bottom, I need milliliters at the top. So that's my 180 milliliters that was left in the bag. Remember, it's by itself. It's single, so we can put it over 1. Milliliters crossed out, and we are left with just hours, which is what our goal is, to find the time in hours. So 180 divided by 25 is going to be 7.2 hours. This says we need it in hours and minutes. So this is your hour part. This is your minute part. So we're going to take everything. Yes, y'all got it. So you'll put everything that's behind the decimal, and you'll take that and times it by 60. And that's what's going to give you your minutes, because there's 60 minutes in an hour. So 0.2 times 60 is going to be 12. So it's 7 hours and 12 minutes until this bag gets done. Yeah, you got it. Come on, y'all. I'm so excited. So excited. All right, I'm not going to start. I was doing good, and I'm going to continue to do good. No squirrel moments, no outburst. All right. Your patient has an order for heparin bolus of 10,000 units. Ooh, that's a lot. But okay then. Followed by an IV drip of 18 units per kilogram per hour. Your patient weighs 167 67 pounds. You have a heparin vial labeled heparin 5,000 units per ml. What will you give your patient for the initial bolus? And then what will you set your IV pump at a continuous dose drip if your 1,000 milliliter bag has a total of 50,000 units of heparin in it? All right, so I don't want y'all to get nervous or scared or whatever when you see the word heparin and when you see bolus. We know that heparin is going to be a weight-based drug, so you're going to have to know the weight of your patient, okay? It's got to be given at a level in the blood that is effective to keep it from clotting. All right. So therefore, you would give a bolus. A bolus is a one-time administration of a medication. It's not going to be a continuous drip. You're just going to draw it up and put it in the IV, okay? So that's what bolus means. You can also give a bolus of a tube feeding. So that means that you'll just have the little syringe and connect it to the tube, and it's just given at gravity at that one point in time. It's not a continuous drip, okay? So you got a bolus, which is a large amount of medicine or fluid at one time, or you have a continuous drip. So in this one, we have a bolus and we have a continuous drip. So we need to figure out the bolus first. So bolus, it says we need 10,000 units, and then we have a vial, which is a container of medicine that has 5,000 units per milliliter in it. So we'll set this up. So we need to know how many milliliters to give to the patient, okay? So we will start with mLs, put it over 5,000 units. And then we have 10,000 units that's ordered. We'll put it over 1. And then we're left with milliliters. So 10,000 divided by 5,000 is 2 milliliters. And that is your bolus. Simple enough. Okay? That's it. So now that part is done. Okay? So we need to move on to the drip. The drip is this part. So it says IV drip. So we need the PPP, y'all remember that? Patient prescription product. So our patient weighs 167 pounds. Our prescription is that. And then our product, which is our medicine, is this. So I'm going to erase this. And don't forget, you can watch the replay just in case you want to review some of these problems that we've done for tonight, okay? So PPP question mark. Our goal is going to be milliliter per hour, because you see IV pump, you can give a IV two ways, and a pump or via gravity. So this is saying pump, that's going to be milliliter per hour. You give it gravity, that's going to be drops per minute. How do we watch the replay? It's on my YouTube channel, A Blessed RN. So go there, hit subscribe, and watch the whole playlist if you want to. I got all kind of stuff over there, okay? Alrighty, so doop. All right, 167 is our patient's weight. It's by itself, remember it's single. And then 18 units per kilogram per hour. That's in a relationship. It's all married to, okay? Boom. And then our medicine, which is 50,000 units per 1,000 mLs, okay? So if we're looking for milliliters, we're going to start with milliliters. We want to get everything else to cross out except for milliliters on the top and hours on the bottom, okay? All right, so this is not even a math part. We only do math at the end when we're trying to figure out the answer, okay? So we're just setting up a problem. So 1,000 milliliters over 50,000 units, okay? So boom, we've used that. That's gone. Okay. Now we got 18 units over kilogram per hour. So you see we had units at the bottom. We put our units at the top, and now that is crossed out. So we use this. Boom. Now we have kilograms and hours at the bottom. We want hours, but kilograms has to go, right? That's not part of our goal. So we have pounds left. So if we want kilograms, we got to put it at the top. And then we'll put 2.2 pounds right here. This is your conversion. So 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. Now we can go to 167 pounds. Put that over 1 because remember, it's single. It's not married or in a relationship to nobody. And now we got milliliters over hours. And now you can use your calculator. So the calculator trick is how you're going to prevent making you get the answer wrong after you've done all this hard work and thought process to set it up. But then you write down these long numbers because sometimes these numbers can get long and then you don't put a number in or you miss a zero while you're trying to put in the calculator, right? So you're going to do across the top all the numbers, but you're going to hit multiply in between. So 1,000 times 18 times 167. Then once you get to 167, don't hit enter. I mean, not enter, equals. And every number at the bottom now, you're going to hit divide. So divide 50,000, divide 2.2. I don't put the ones in because they're just ones. You can if you want to, if it makes you feel better, but whatever. I got 27.3 milliliters per hour. Okay? Or if it was to round to the nearest whole number, it would be 27. Alrighty. Thank you, Blair. I appreciate it. Mariana. Okay, I said it. I don't think I said it wrong. Hey, I'm right. Because I know it wasn't marijuana. Mariana. That's what it was. Hey, how you doing? Run me my money. Run me my money. Okay, you're very welcome for this. Welcome. What programs are you all in, and what is your preferred method of solving? Does anybody need me to go back on how to do this heparin, either the bolus or the IV drip? And I see you, Mercedes. LJB, yes. Where can we get more heparin questions? You can generally find questions on Quizlet, Nurse Lab. Just Google heparin practice questions. ATI, if your school has it, should have practice questions. I've learned that. Hey, Ebony, how you doing? I like desired over half method. Oh, okay. Are you married to it, Ashley? Like, are you married to it? Because we can do desire, but like, I don't know. It just takes so much. You are. Okay, well, I don't break up happy homes. But I will show you. I'm going to be the temptation that you see on the street with dimensional analysis. Can you do desired over half? Yeah, I can do it. All right, so listen, when you do desired over half, you have to first address the weight. So 167 divided by 2.2, and that's going to give you your kilograms, okay? No, you're not weird. 167 divided by 2.2 is 75.9 kgs. Your live may contain what? Age restricted. What are they talking about? Okay, whatever. Like, it just said I was age restricted. Crystal, thank you for the rose. All right, anywho, that was just really weird. I mean, I didn't say anything appropriate. Okay. Yeah, all right. So, squirrel. Weight. So now that we have the weight changed over to 75.9 kilograms, you multiply that times 18 units. And that's going to give you 1,366.2 units per hour. Okay. So then you have 1,366.2 divided by what? 50,000? times your 1,000 mLs. So that times 1,000 divided by 50,000. And then you got 27.3. Okay. So that's how, maybe it was the W word. What W word? Weird. What word? What word I said? Married? I don't know. Woo, yes. So that is a lot of steps to get to, and a lot of math. You see what I'm saying? The math definitely has the math on this part. If you do it with desired over half, just to get to this little formula right here, you got to do all of that. So that's why I'm not a fan of desire, especially when you get to the critical drips, because you have to do a lot of math, and it can, like I said, the married. Oh, I did say that. Okay, y'all help me out, because I was like, what M word did I say? I'm sorry, TikTok. Whatever. Well, I mean, there's nobody here who is under 18, so whatever. Whatever. They listening. All right. So, anyways, your patient have a DVT. Order for a heparin infusion to start at 18 units per kilogram per hour. Per the practitioner's order, his weight is 75 kilograms. The infusion comes in a 500 ml bag with 25,000 units. Calculate the starting rate of the infusion as milliliter per hour. All right. You're welcome. Y'all are so welcome. And to anybody who has come in who I haven't spoken to, hey, I'm Nurse C, a blessed RN, your friendly neighborhood registered nurse who loves to help the students with dosage calculations. Will the whole live be on YouTube? Yes. It will. Unless like my power on my internet goes out. So hopefully none of that happens. But yes, it should be. All right. So PPP, patient prescription product, question mark, okay? So patient's weight is 75 kgs. Our prescription is 18 units per kilogram per hour. And then our medicine is 25,000 units of 500 ml bag. So our goal is to find milliliter per hour. So let's look at here. If we're looking for our milliliter, we start with the milliliter. People say, do you have to start with what you're looking for? You don't have to do nothing, but it makes it easier, and it makes it more like a more systematic approach. I have some eyes and nose tonight. So that's what I suggest you do. Now, if you want to make it hard, it could all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. I'm trying to break it down for you, okay? So 500 mLs over 25,000 units, okay? Units at the bottom, units at the top, okay? So we got 18 units per kg per hour. Boom, boom. Now, our weight is already in kilograms, so we don't need to change it. We don't need to add that conversion in there. And remember, it's not married or in a relationship. It's just by itself, so I'm going to put it over 1. And now look what we have, milliliter per hour. Now, ain't that a much simpler approach than having to go ahead and do this, and then you finally get to the answer? But whatever. I'm just saying. I'm just here, I'm just here. Oh, look, 27 milliliters per hour. 27 just flat out. Mercedes. My voice is coming back. It was gone. I was sounding horrible these last 2 weeks. Rona Burt, I love you too. All right, anybody need me to do it in another way? Is Miss Ashley still on here? Is that who it was? Because, I mean, I'm scared to leave out something you said. Okay, so I'm glad you said that. Listen, that's why when you do dimensional analysis, use your units. Write your units. A lot of people just write the numbers. The units is where it's at. That is where the sauce is, okay? It's in the units because these are relationships and you're going from one relationship to another until you get into what it is that you're looking for, okay? So when you do it this way, you write them and then you cross them out. Everything that's on the top has to cross out with what's on the bottom except for this and this, okay? So, yeah. This method for makes me make me okay that I won't leave it out. Yeah, it's difficult knowing where to input the information. So Blair, that's why I say start off with what you're looking for. If you start with what you're looking for, you don't have to go and find it. Okay. So we were looking for milliliters that we on the top. We knew that everything else had to cross out except for milliliters on the top and hours on the bottom. So everything else we had to go. So it was 25,000 units was the first thing. So automatically units got to go to the top because it's got to cross out. Then we had our other kilograms. It's not part of that goal, is it? So it's got to go. So we know what's on the bottom has to automatically go to the top so it can get crossed out. If you do that step by step, I guarantee you will not miss it. We didn't have to enter the pounds conversion because it didn't say the word pounds. Yes, the weight was already given in kilograms. So you did not have to convert it. I'll try it with you on the next one. Okay. All right. Like I see, I don't be liking to break up little happy homes, but God dog, I'm just trying to help you out because I don't like it. When I see just a lot of people say they really are having the doctors was on here last week. I was like, what? I was taken aback, clutched my pearls and everything. So I was like, wow, wowie caboodle. All right, so 1,000 mLs of lactated ringers with 20 units of Pitocin. This is for the pregnant ladies, y'all. My auntie's calling me. I have to call her back. Okay. Infuse at 5 milliunits per minute. Set the pump to infuse at blank milliliters per hour, okay? Hold on. My aunt is calling me. Okay. Really? What? Really what? Really? The doctors? Yeah, they were on here. Yep. Okay. All right. So we are looking for a goal of ml over hour. Okay. And we have, let's look at our relationships, 1,000 mLs of lactated ringer with 20 units of Pitocin in it. And it's got to go at 5 milliunits per minute. Okay. So listen. Isn't a M in front of a G a milligram? So isn't a M in front of a U a milliunit? Don't get caught up because you see different wording or different units of measure, okay? You got this. A milli is still 1,000, okay? It's just a different prefix on a different base unit of measure, okay? So 1,000 mLs over 20 units. Let me make sure my thing's still on YouTube because she called me and my other computer screen went out. Okay, it's still on here. All right, so we back. All right, so anywho, 5 milliunits over a minute, okay? And we are looking for milliliters on the top and hours on the bottom, okay? So we need milliliters, 1,000 ml over 20 units. I don't like how I'm writing. Okay, there we go. So now we have units on the bottom. We need units on the top to cross it out, right? But look right here. We don't have units. We have milliunits. So that means we have to insert a conversion, okay? So, yeah, it'll get you slipping up, if you don't. Yep. Remember, what's on the top has to cross out with what's on the bottom. It has to be the exact identical thing, okay? So 1 unit is 1,000 milliunits. So the 1 goes by the big cookie. You need 1,000 little crumbs to make up one big cookie, okay? That's how you can kind of remember, like, where does the 1 go? Where does the 1,000 go, okay? All right. Cross that out. It's gone. Now we have 5 milliunits per minute. Milliunits will cross out And then we have minutes at the bottom. We need minutes at the top to cross out because we got hours that we need. So 60 minutes is in 1 hour. Minute is now gone, and then we can calculate. So 1,000 times 5 times 60 divided by 20 divided by 1,000 is going to equal 15 milliliters per hour. You're getting it. Yeah, how y'all like that? How you feeling? How you feeling? Do I need to go back over this one? Good. Good. You learned something new. Yeah. Yeah. Can you do this problem in the formula method? Bail. So let's see. This one would be milliliters per hour. So how would we do this in the formula method? Because you will just need to find how many milliliters per hour. So you would have to do 5. You have to set it up first to find out how many the units, and then you can set it up. Let's see. So if you were doing, so that'll be 20,000 milliunits, right? That you would have if you did 5 units. So 5 times 60. Let's see, 5 times 60 is going to be 300, right? So we'll do it like that. All right, so boom. If you want to do it in a formula, you would do 5 times 60, which will give you how many milliunits in an hour. So that's 300 MUs in an hour. And then if you want it, okay, you put your 20,000 milliunits times 1,000 mLs. It says that there are 20 units in the bag, so of course you want the same units of measure. So do 300 times 1,000 divided by 20,000. So then that'll give you 15. So you see how I had to do that? You would have to multiply. You have to, of course, convert your units to milliunits, and then you have to multiply your 5 units, milliunits, by 60 to get how much is in an hour, and then you can put it in a desired over half. I got it with you. Thank you. Yes. You can definitely use it to like both ways to check on a test. But yeah, Belle, do you understand what I did, why I did it, and how I did it for putting it in the formula method? Well, desired. All right. Okay. Here's another Pitocin. 1,000 mLs of lactated ringers with 10 units of Pitocin. Order infused at 1 milliunit per minute, and then set the pump as milliliter per hour. So our goal. I see now. I just have to learn the DA method. I'm telling you, once you go there, you will not go back. I'm telling you. I am telling you. When I was young, I thought young. Like, seriously, I hated dimensional analysis. I'm not going to even lie to you. I promise you, I did not use it. I couldn't stand it. But because even like, it's been a whole year since I started doing this on the TikTok and YouTube. And like, most of my videos were using ratio and proportion and desire or formulas. And then like, I was like, okay, I need to do dimensional analysis more too. And the more I used it and like I studied it and I like saw how to break it down, I was like, you can solve anything with this. And it makes it so much easier, especially if you don't want to remember things, because you got a lot of stuff to remember in school. You don't want to have to remember formulas or, having to do different steps to get to desired. So this is where it's at. All right. Milliliters we're looking for on the top. So I'm going to start with that. 1,000 ml over 10 units. Okay, we have units on the bottom, we need units on the top, but we have milliunits, so that means we have to do a conversion. 1 unit is 1,000 milliunits. Units have crossed out. Now we can put our 1 milliunit over minute, and then milliunits have crossed out, and now we got 60 minutes over 1 hour. Okay, so now we got milliliter on the top, hour on the bottom. So 1,000, excuse me, times 60 divided by 10 divided by 1,000, which is going to be 6 milliliters per hour. Yup, you got it, you got it. Do da da do da da do da da do da da da. Boom. Do 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 do. Yay! Y'all getting it. I'm excited. I love it when y'all come on here and tell me that you passed tests, that you're getting it. Like, woo, it doesn't have to be hard. Heparin, 10,000 units in 500 mLs of normal saline. You need to run this at 10 milliliters per hour. How many units per hour will you infuse? So we want to know how many units per hour. Okay, so we have 10,000 units in 500 mLs, and we are running this at 10 mLs per hour. We want to know how many units per hour is this patient receiving. So if we're looking for units, we'll start with our units. 10,000 units over 500 milliliters times, all right, milliliters on the bottom, so we need milliliters on the top. So 10 mLs per hour. Milliliters has crossed out. What do we have? Units per hour. And it's just that simple. Don't divide or multiply by 60. Don't pass go and collect $200. Just solve it. That's it. A lot of people like to okay, that's it. That's too simple. Well, I told you, it could all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. Here we go. So 10,000 times 10 divided by 500 is going to be 200 units per hour. My bad. Units. Okay. All right. It could all be so simple. All right. The provider orders a 500 ml bag of IV normal saline to be infused at 20 drops per minute. The drop factor is 10 drops per ml. You start the IV infusion at 5 o'clock in the morning. At what time will the infusion be complete? All we had to do was make them in a relationship the whole time. It could all be so simple. Put folks together. Al Green, let's stay together. That's it. That's what I'm saying. It's not even math. People go on here, I'm so bad at math. Do, baby shark, boo, boo, boo. No, it's not even math. It's just solving a puzzle. And you're doing multiplication and division. Y'all finna pass this class with A's. On my mama, on my hood. Y'all finna be good. I swear. Like, this is, it's that simple. Okay? So we're going to find what we're looking for. We're going to find our relationships. We're going to cross out everything that doesn't need to be. And we're going to get these answers right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yup. So we need to know at what time will the infusion be complete. So we need to know how long does it take for this to infuse. Okay. So we're going to be looking for hours. Okay. So we have a 500 ml bag. Okay. I mean, they're single. So 20 drops per minute. And then it's at a drop factor of 10 drops per ml. And a lot of people just, be using a drop factor in these problems, don't even know what a drop factor is. But I'm going to tell you that a drop factor is in the little drip chamber that you squeeze. How many drops does it take to administer 1 ml of fluid? That's all a drop factor is, okay? So now we are looking for hours. So we're going to start with hours, but we don't have hours, do we? No, we have minutes, but we're going to put hours because that's what we're looking for. And if we start with what we're looking for, we ain't got to go find it, all right? So 1 hour is 60 minutes, okay? Now we got minutes at the bottom. We need minutes at the top. So minutes 20 drops. So I use that right here, okay? Now I've used it, so it's done. Now my minutes cross out. Cross out your units as you go along, okay? So now we got 20 drops at the bottom. I need 20 drops at the, I need 10 drops at the top over milliliter. So that right there, that's what I'm going to use. And then drops is now gone. Now we have milliliters, so I'll use that right there. 500 mLs over 1. And milliliters is now crossed out. And we are left with the hours. You see? You see? Rona Burt, yes, because you're going to be sitting in dosage calculation class or whatever class that you have these tests on, and you're going to be sitting there thinking about Lauryn Hill X Factor, because it could all be so simple. It could all be so simple. So this is how many hours, 4.16 repeating, okay? So we remember that this is the hour part, this is the minute part. To find my minutes, I'm going to put everything that's behind the decimal and multiply it times 60. So 0.61666, and that's going to be 9.9. So we'll say that's 10 minutes. So 4 hours and 10 minutes. Now, it just all clicked. Stop. I could go cry. Yes. It's gonna make sense. So 500. Okay, so when I add my times, I like to set it up like this. So that's gonna be like the minute side. This is the hour side. So 4 hours and 10 minutes. So 10 right here, 09. So it's going to end at 0910. Okay. All right. It could all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. I got lost after the 4.16. Okay, Ashley. So what happened is we know that on this part right here, that is your minutes, okay? And this part right here, that is going to be your hours. We needed to find out how many minutes was, like, is it, because you say 0.16 minute, that's not real time minutes. We need to know how many minutes. So what I did was I took everything behind the decimal right here. You multiply it times 60 because there are 60 minutes in an hour, okay? And this is what I got. So 10 minutes. So then we have 4 hours and 10 minutes is our total time of infusion. All right. So we started at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we add 4 hours and 10 minutes. It'll be 0910. Hey. I start core classes in July. By that time, I'm going to be aced in these. Yes, I love it. Love, live, life, row. I love it. Yes. Hey, Anna Luisa. So, I got more problems to do, but what you can do is go on my YouTube channel, A Bless RN, and all of my replays are on there. So, if you want to go back to previous sessions or tonight sessions, hit that subscribe button, please. Show me some love. And you can look at it. And then I've also got different problems, like different types of problems broken down into playlists by dimensional analysis, ratio and proportion, and desired over half. Okay. Formula method. I don't know what is a formula for this. Because that's gonna be what would that be? What is the formula? What is the formula? Because the only formula that they give you that I know is ml over hour, or you do ml over time in minutes times drop factor. Those are the only two formulas that I see when you do like IV stuff. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one. What is a formula for it? Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Because in this case, you don't use a formula for that one. Because you're looking for hours. You're not looking for drops per minute or milliliter per hour. I got my relationships, but I'm still working on my placement. All right, so if you go systematically, 1 unit at the bottom, 1 unit at the top, crossing it out as you go from each relationship and you see what's crossing out, all you have to do is look at what is my goal? What is it asking me to find? Because you remember on the other problem, it said it wasn't milliliters per hours, it was units per hours. So as long as you had units on the top and hours on the bottom and everything else crossed out, then you was Gucci. Gucci. All right. So, drug C, 45 milligrams per kilogram per day by mouth in 3 divided doses. For a patient who weighs 69 pounds, a 75 milliliter bottle has been sent from the pharmacy and is labeled drug C, 125 milligrams per milliliter. How many milliliters will the nurse administer per dose? Can you do a desired over half on this one? You could. Um, look, just let it go. Let it go. Oh, can we? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even see that one. Can we set up another one like this one or the one before with the infusion time? You set it up just like I do. My teachers make it so confusing. It don't have to be hard. I'm telling you, it does not have to be hard. But it ain't y'all fault though, cause I heard they was just dropping y'all off in ATI land. I'm like, you know what? Come on, just come on. So PPP, remember if all your weight based questions, patient, prescription, product. So patient's weight is 69 pounds. Our prescription is this, and look, this is the total amount in the whole day. All right, and you give that in 3 doses over the whole day. It's 3 different doses, okay? So then it is available. This 75 is going to be fluff because we want the whole concentration. That's all we need. 75 is just another number added in there that will confuse you, okay? Don't look at it. It's not important. So now we want to know how many mLs per dose will the nurse administer. All right, goal ml per dose. That is our question. So we did PPP 69 pounds. We did 45 milligram per kg per day. And then we got 3 doses in 1 day. Okay. And then we have 125 milligrams over 1 milliliter. Well, per milliliter. Okay. How will I know if it's not important? Because look at what it's asking you. And then, okay, also, we want to concentrate on the concentration, okay? This right here, how many milligrams per milliliter, how many units per milliliter, how many da-da-dots per butterbuts, that's what you want. It's not a whole vial containing 2 grams and added this and this and this and this. All that other stuff is fluff. We just want to know how many milligrams per milliliter, whatever per whatever. The solutes per solvents. That always just trips me up. But you know what I'm saying. So I don't want you to think it's just gonna be milligrams. It could be units, milliequivalents, milligrams. It could be whatever per milliliter, per liter, per whatever volume, the measure of volume that it's using. Okay. All right, so look at here. We're going to look for milliliters on the top and dose on the bottom. So I'm going to start with ml. ml over 125 milligrams. So that's gone. All right, I got milligram at the bottom. I'm going to put milligram at the top. 45 milligrams per kilogram per day. Milligrams is crossed out. Okay. Now we got kilograms and days at the bottom. So let's do kilograms first since it came up first. We need kilograms at the top and we'll do 2.2 pounds at the bottom because our weight is in pounds. So kilograms is crossed out. Now our weight is 69 pounds and I'll put that over 1. It's crossed out. Remember, it's single. It's not in a relationship. All right. So now we got days. So in 1 day, we use that. So we got 1 day. There are 3 doses. So days crossed out, and now we have milliliter per dose. So 45 times 69 divided by 125 divided by 2.2 divided by 3. I got so let's do it again. 45 times 69 divided by 125 divided by 2.2 divided by 3. Okay. If it asks you to round to the nearest tenth, it would be 3.8. If it asks you to round to the nearest whole number, it would be 4. Okay? Do I need to go back? For anybody? Because I want it to be so simple. Wait, the problem before this was it 9.9. What? I don't know. You have to check out the replay. Oh man. Does anybody need me to go over this one? Can you tell me why you're so good at these? Because, hey, how you doing? I don't think I spoke to you tonight, Zamir. I was a pharmacy technician before I was a nurse, and I have almost been a nurse for 14 years. And I like it. I like it. I like it. Mm-mm. Boom, boom, ta-da-da, ta-da-da. Yeah. Had it the right time, the first time. I was looking at everybody's else answers. See, that's why we don't cheat off of other people's papers who don't come on Nurses Lives, who's doing dimensional analysis and crossing out the relationships and getting our goals. Be confident. Be confident. You know this. You know this. Okay? All right, let's move on. All right. Intake and output. Need you to come teach my class. What is the ducats looking like? I'm just kidding. I can't teach. I have a BSN. You need a master's in education or higher to teach a class. And I can't do that right now. I have 2 girls in businesses, in tutoring, in patient transport business. Yeah, I can't do right now. I can't do that. But I can tutor. All right, it makes so much more sense. I used to divide when I shouldn't. Okay, I'm glad, Mercedes. My teacher has a BS. Stop. Oh my goodness. Alexander City. Oh, you're in Alabama. That's right. Okay. How far is that from Springville? I don't know. I have to look it up. But I'll come. I sure would. I sure will. Or we can do Zoom. So hey. The following intake for the 8-hour shift. Patient drank half a glass of milk, 1 cup of coffee, 6 ounces of soup, and the patient also has a pump rate of 50 milliliters per hour. So let's say, okay, a cup is 8 ounces. So let's say a glass is 6. How about that? So, so yeah, yeah. How many? Yeah, it usually is 6 ounces for a glass and 8 ounces for a cup. Okay. And then sometimes they will indicate if they want you to use a different unit of measure, like per that facility. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can. Can never, can never could. We don't use that word. Got me. Nope, nope, nope. I got too much on my plate right now, baby. But I do want to go back. I want to be a nurse practitioner. So that is my goal, to get my doctorates in nursing. Hour and 36 minutes. How many hours? You'll be a great teacher. Thank you. All right. So we're gonna say a glass. A glass is equal to 6 ounces. Okay, and then we know a cup is 8 ounces. All right. So listen here. For these type of problems, what you need to do is convert everything to milliliters, and then you add all your milliliters to get the total. Okay. Simple stuff. Don't fret, don't fret. All right. So the first thing we'll convert is a half a glass of milk. So we need to also know that 1 ounce is 30 milliliters. Okay. So we're looking for milliliters. We're going to start with milliliters. So 30 mLs is 1 ounce. We said that a glass is 6 ounces. So 6 ounces on the top and then 1 glass at the bottom. Okay. Using our relationships. Then we got 1/2 a glass of milk. Okay. So glass crosses out. So now we're left with milliliters. Okay. So 30 times 6 divided by 2. It's going to be 90 mLs. Okay. So then we got a cup of coffee. So 1 cup equals 8 ounces. We know that 8 ounces is an ounce is 30 milliliters. So you can do 8 times 30. So that'll be 240. If you need me to show the conversion, say I. If not, we're just going to take it as 240. Okay. So then 6 ounces of soup. So 1 ounce is 30. 6 times 30 is going to be 180. Okay. Then they have a continuous IV pump rate of 50 milliliters per hour. And this is for an 8-hour shift. So 50 times 8 is going to be 400. 50 times 8 is 400. Yes. And then sometimes I put stuff in the calculator, like just to double check myself, like the simplest things. I'm like, is that right? All right. So 30 plus 90 plus 240 plus 180 plus 400 equals, I got 940. So 30 plus 90 plus 240 plus 180 plus 400. Yep, I got 940. Because this was... Hold on. Wait a minute. I see what I did. I put that in there. Hold the phone. That wasn't part of our list. Okay. Wait a minute. 90 plus 240 plus 180 plus 400. 910. You are right. I put this 30 ml from my conversion. I was like, what? No. If you think you're right, you stand on it. You just stand. Yes. So yeah, that's what I get because I wrote it. Usually I write it to the side and I just stuck it right up there and then started writing everything else up under it. So you see, we learn from our mistakes. Okay? Any questions? Oh man. Simple stuff. It could all be so simple. Okay, let's do this one. So calculate the patient's 8-hour intake. Okay. So when you have those like this, you need to pay attention to the hours and the quantities. Okay. That's what's really going to trip you up. So this says from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. So anything before or after that is none of our business, okay? All right, so it's an 8-hour shift. So we know that this has been going for 8 hours. So what 8 times 25 is going to be 200 mLs, okay? It's got TPN going continuously. So 8 times 50 is going to be 400. Lipids at 10 mLs for 12 hours. And it's scheduled to go from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. So you see that? It says 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. So if it's 8 o'clock at night, we're only going to go until 11 o'clock for our shift, right? So that's 3 hours. So that's going to be 30 milliliters. Do we understand that? 30 milliliters for this one. Because we're just counting that 3 hours from 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Then we clocking out. Okay? Boom. So now nasogastric tube feeds at 25 mLs an hour. That's going to be 25 times 8, which is 200. And then they got 2 units of blood. So 1 unit is at 10 a.m. in the morning, which is none of our business because we weren't there to give it. And the second unit was at 4 p.m. Yep, we gave it after we clocked in. So 250 mLs, okay? And then they get IV vancomycin every 12 hours at 8 a.m. So we weren't there then, but we were here at 8 p.m. So another 250 mLs, okay? So 250 plus 250 plus 200. Let's see. 250 plus 250 plus 200 plus 30 plus 400 plus 200. It's going to be that. 200 plus 400 plus 30 plus 200 plus 250 plus 250. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, look at this. 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 All right. So this is like the problems like with the percent solution of trying to find how much normal saline or how much dextrose is in the total IV bag. This is what I mean. There are some questions that will be asked like this for like lidocaine or other drugs that are percent based, and it'll only give you 25%. It's not going to tell you a concentration. It's not going to tell you a vial size. It's not going to tell you anything. So what's ordered is drug L, 750 milligrams IV once, okay? Then it says how many mLs to administer to the patient. So therefore, we're going to have to use percent solution. So percent solution is going to be the percent in grams over 100 ml, because anything that you put over 100, that's going to be your percentage, right? So 50 over 100 is 50%. 2 over 100 is 2%. 4.59 is 4.9. You know what I'm saying? 4.59. So you get the picture. What we have now is to figure out the percent solution, and then we'll find our drug concentration. So we'll have 25 grams over 100 milliliters. Look, this asks for milligrams. So we'll do this as 25,000 milligrams. I just simply multiplied it times 1,000 to get my milligrams, okay? And we'll keep it over that same 100 ml, okay? Because we didn't do anything. We just changed the units of measure because it's the same things, okay? So now we'll do 25,000 divided by 100. That's going to be 250 milligrams per milliliters. Now this is something that we can use in desired over half, ratio and proportion, or dimensional analysis, okay? So we're looking for a milliliter. So we'll do milliliter over 250 milligrams times 750 milligrams over 1. And that's going to be 3 mLs. What y'all think? I hate it. This one is confusing. Yeah. Just watching and going to watch the replays later and try to do them. Okay. Okay. I never seen things. Yep. They pop up every now and then from like what I see people post, and I'm just like, ooh, I like it. But I mean, unless you've seen percent solution before, you're not gonna know what the what the what. But does it make sense though? If this is a percentage, Like we don't, yeah, you would think that you didn't have enough information, but you do. So it's called percent solution. So like I said, your percent solution is always going to be over 100 milliliters, because anything over 100 is going to be your percent, right? Because per 100 is what percent means, percent. So cent, like centimeter per 100. So that's going to be your 25%, and it's always going to be in grams. So why we changed it to milligrams is because we were looking for milligrams to from the order. So 25,000 milligrams is the same as 25 grams, right? We kept it in the same 100 milliliters, and then we just broke it down to find the concentration. So there are 250 milligrams per milliliter. So once you get this, which is your concentration, remember, concentrate on the concentration, concentration. I was writing concentrate, and I was like, I was supposed to be saying concentration. Sorry. Then you got something that you can use. Mercedes, I meant 0.25. Okay. So I just throw those in every now. Do I have another one? No. I gotta make some more up. But I'll put some in for Wednesday. Cause I like them, I like the bad stuff. I like the really. So let's look. Children's safe dose. The recommended children's dosage of drug A is 25 to 50 milligrams per kilogram per day in divided doses. Determine the safe dose range for a child weighing 42 pounds. So we just want to know how much that we can give them for the whole day, according to this. So we'll start with our lower limit, which is the least that they can have, and then our upper limit, which is the most that they can have, okay? So 25 milligrams per kg per day multiplied by 1 kg over 2.2 pounds, because our weight is in pounds. Kilogram has crossed out. Now we need 42 pounds. And this is going to tell us how much we can have in a day. So milligrams per day, 25 times 42 divided by 2.2. It's going to be 477.27 milligrams per day. And then 50 milligrams is our upper limit per kilogram per day. We'll do the same exact thing. 1 kg on the top, 2.2 pounds on the bottom. Kg crosses out, and our patient is 42 pounds over 1. Boom, boom. So 50 times 42 divided by 2.2. 95. That number right there, and that is your lower limit and your upper limit. Yep. And it just depends on how your institution, ATI, HESI, your professor, whoever is wanting you to round. So those answers are correct, okay? That was easy enough. Simple enough. It could all be so simple. All right. Ooh, now this one looks kind of hard. All right, let's do it though. So we have milligram. Okay, the critical drip is infusing at 30 mLs per hour. The concentration of the drug is 2 grams per 500 mLs of D5W. How many milligrams per minute is the patient receiving? So our goal is to find milligrams per minute. Okay, so we will look at our relationships. 30 mLs per hour is what it's going at. We have 2 grams per 500 mLs. So we're looking for milligrams, but we don't have milligrams nowhere in sight, do we? Nope. Hey, love, darling. How you doing tonight? So we gonna put it anyway because we can use a conversion, all right? Milligrams will go on top and grams will go on bottom. I will put the grams there on the bottom because that's what I have available with my medicine, okay? You're like, why are you putting grams down there? Why are you not putting micrograms? Micrograms ain't nowhere to be found in this problem, so we don't need to go there. But what's ordered? The medicine that we have on hand that's ordered is in grams, okay? So remember, the one goes by the big cookie and the 1,000 goes by the little crumbs, all right? So 1,000 milligrams is 1 gram. Now 2 grams is 500 mLs. Grams is gone. And now we have milliliters at the bottom. We need milliliters at the top. So 30 mLs per hour. And that's where I got from that's what I got from right there. Milliliters crosses out. Now we have hours on the bottom. We need minutes on the bottom. So we'll put our hours at the top so they'll cross out, and our minutes at the bottom. So 1 hour is 60 minutes. Hours is gone, and now we have milligrams per minute. So 1,000 times 2 times 30 divided by 500 divided by 60. And that's going to be 2 milligrams a minute that the patient is receiving. And you thought this was going to be hard. Oh, man. Any questions about this one? It's okay. Real players mess up sometimes. How do we know when to start with the conversion? So one of my rules that I use for myself and the people that I tutor is to start with what you're looking for, right? So we were looking for milligrams, but you didn't have milligrams. You had grams, we had milliliters, we had hours. So start with the conversion. If we're looking for milligrams and we have grams that's available, then you know your grams are going to be coming up next to be crossed out, right? So you'll go ahead and start with the conversion. 1,000 milligrams is 1 gram. Just like if it was asking you for hours and you had like drops per minute or something, you automatically start with your hours. 1 hour over 60 minutes, and then everything else has to cross out. That's why I say start with what you're looking for. Then you won't have to go and find it. It makes it so much easier. So much easier. Just trying to make it simple. All right, continuing. I got one more. All right. You're welcome. The recommended dosage of IB antibiotics is 45 milligrams per kilogram per day, divided into 4 doses. The patient weighs 35 kgs. Determine the amount in milligram to be administered for 1 dose. So our goal is to find milligram per dose, right? Goal, milligram over dose. Okay? So we have 45 milligrams per kilogram per day. Then we also have 4 doses in 1 day. And then our patient's weight is 35 kilograms. Look at there. It's already converted, so we don't have to. So if we're looking for milligrams, we're going to start with milligrams, okay? 45 milligrams per kg per day. All right, kgs at the bottom. We're going to put kgs at the top, so 35 kilograms. And hey, it's not in a relationship, it's single, right? So put it over 1. Kgs, cross out. Now we have days. So in 1 day, there are 4 divided equal doses. So day is gone, and now we have milligram on the top and dose on the bottom. So my nose is itching. I'm sorry, y'all. 45 times 35 divided by 4 is going to be 393.75. Or if you rounded it to the nearest tens place, it would be 393.8 milligrams per dose. Gotta divide it. Somebody coming. That's what I was off. They not be coming in here tonight. I mean, I don't know who's coming. I get confused so easy. How did you know 4 doses was in a day? Because listen. Okay, for real. This is the whole amount, right? Because it says 45 milligrams per kilogram per day. So that means that's all of it that they can have in one day. Then it said divided into 4 doses. So you have to give 4 doses in a day. Does that make sense? All right. So how y'all feel? Got a little clarity, a little assurance, a little boost of confidence? Do you have another one like that? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do somewhere. I got a whole bunch of questions. I just gotta find it. I need to watch the video for INO. Yeah, I know it's as simple as it is. It can be confusing if you don't look at the times and the quantities that it's given. That's the part that messes you up. The details in it. This was very fun. Yay! I'm glad you enjoyed it. Great. I love it here. Make it so fun. You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate y'all being on here. Thank you for sharing the lives. I thank you for liking it and subscribing it. Remember, you can see the replay on my YouTube channel. And there are more questions that are already broken down. Like, it's not a whole session, it's just one question broken down. That's it, you know? And yeah, so if you're looking for something specific, not the ocean, but I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all. Maybe I need to get some sleep. I don't know. But anywho, if you're looking for something like a specific question, you should be able to find it. I'm sounding back closer to normal with my voice. It's still a little raspy. And I don't like this like hear myself already as it is just to talk, but then like I had, that sinus stuff going on. So I'm gonna try to put that desired list and that ratio list and try to add more to it. We got to be fair. Come to Atlanta. I did. I traveled to Atlanta during COVID. Y'all are mean to me. No, I'm just kidding. It was very different. I'll say that. Good. Do you upload the whole video to YouTube? Yes. The whole thing is there. It sure is.